the Vols took on Georgia on Wednesday night, and I'm just going to go ahead and start by saying that hot or cold, Zakai Zeigler's hot. And I'm not talking about assist points, whatever the case may be. I'm just talking about general attitude, and I'm talking about the way he played with energy. That, to me, was by far his best game. No question about it.
Oh, you're underselling Zakai Zeigler, even still when you're trying to give him credit. Dave has been low on Zakai Zeigler from the start.
Not
never
low,
liked the guy.
Not low.
He's been a hater.
Lower than most.
Hater.
Not low, lower than most.
He doesn't respect heart. Zakai Zeigler is the definition of Butch Jones' 5-star heart. Okay, and I don't mean that in a negative way. Funny enough, but Zakai Zeigler. I'm just going to give you guys a stat real quick. So Tennessee trailed 26-21 late in the first half. From the end of the first half to the beginning of the second half, after trailing 26-21, they went on a 30-4 run. That's right, 30-4. Now, you ready for the Zakai Zeigler stats during that 30-4 run, Dave?
I'm ready.
During that 30-4 run, Zakai Zeigler scored 9 points. He had 4 steals. He dished out 5 assists that resulted in 11 other points. And he had an offensive rebound that set up 2 free throws made by Igor Milicic. When you add it all up, he was directly involved in 20 of those 30 points on the 30-4 run. And 26 of those points came on the heels of either a Zeigler score, assist, rebound, or steal. That run was 100% Zakai Zeigler. That was Zakai Zeigler himself just went on a 30-4 run, pretty much. He did all of that. Zakai Zeigler, this is why you love him. Because, even though Chaz Lanier is the best scorer, Zakai, he had an off night last night. We talked about who is the assassin for Tennessee. Dave, we learned Zakai Zeigler is the assassin for Tennessee. Zakai Zeigler is the one who says, when things get tough, give me the ball. Everybody get out of the way. I'm taking over. I'm not letting us lose.
Oh, come on, Caleb. Chaz Lanier's more of an assassin. Igor will be more of an assassin as he develops. His development reminds me a little bit of Dalton Connect, but a little further behind. And Darling Stone Dubar can end up having a bigger impact than Zeigler. Zeigler is at best the third most important player on this team.
He's the one guy who will, how Tom Brady, what was it? Skip Bayless used to call him Psycho Tom when things got tough. Like he would like turn psychotic. Zeigler turns psychotic when it's time to get clutch and try to turn things around. And he's the only one that has that extra gear. He's the only one on this team that has that extra gear. And it shows time and time again. He's not their best scorer. I agree with you. He may not even be their best player, but he's the only one with the ice in his veins.
Okay. Hot or cold brought to you by City Heating and Air Conditioning. So basically what we're saying is that Zakai Zeigler is hot because he's cold, because he has ice water in his veins. I like how you did that. And the guys at City Heating and Air will certainly appreciate that as well. He's not the only one we want to look at. Who else is hot or cold? Brought to you by City Heating and Air Conditioning. How about Gainey, Lanier, Meshack, Cade Phillips, all coming up. And it's brought to you by City Heating and Air Conditioning. 30 seconds from cityheatandair.com.
Hi, Mike Davis here with City Heating and Air, reminding you to always dare to compare. Our team provides quality local heating and air service, installation, and maintenance across East Tennessee. We use only the best equipment like American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning for your residential, new construction, or commercial needs. Honesty, dependability, and customer satisfaction have been the cornerstones of our business since 1961. City Heat and Air.
There's your man. All right, hot or cold? Jordan Gainey, hot or cold?
Jordan Gainey is red hot. Red hot. He proved, by the way, this was a big deal yesterday, and I want to point this out. One of the big advantages for Jordan Gainey. He was only 1 of 4 from 3. Tennessee was 8 of 27, but Jordan Gainey still came away with 19 points. Why is that relevant, Dave? Jordan Gainey is now an option for Tennessee to manufacture buckets when they're not hitting from outside.
Yeah, I think if Igor's the X factor, then Gainey's the Y factor. He's like the next one, right?
Yes, exactly. I agree.
All right, Chaz Lanier, hot or cold?
Cold. And man, the minute Dave and I had the debate on Chaz Lanier, I'm just looking stupider and stupider by the day because I mean, it's like if his shot's not falling, it just seems like he has no other method of scoring, doesn't it?
No, it does. He's a spot up shooter. Dalton Connect could take it to the rim. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't have some great evaluating eye. I just played the odds, to be honest with you, because I think Dalton Connect is going to have like a 12-year NBA career. Jemiah Meshack, hot or cold, brought to you by City Heating and Air Conditioning.
Jemiah Meshack was hot. Jimmy Hyams called him. I think Jemiah Meshack heard Jimmy Hyams and was like, you know what? I need to listen to Jimmy. Because what was he yesterday, Dave? Had 11 points. He had 2 blocks. He was 5 of 5 from the field and 1 of 1 from 3. So again, like Jordan Gainey, he got into the paint and manufactured buckets. That's what Tennessee did all night against, by the way, the best defense in the SEC, not named Tennessee. That's what Georgia was.
Absolutely. Portions of the program brought to you by HoundDogs of Knoxville. We certainly appreciate that. I'll tell you more about that, but I remind you that we're broadcasting live from the fantastic Ted Russell Ford Lincoln Studios. As far as hot or cold, who else would you like to throw in there? How about the Vols as a whole? Are they hot now? Are they cold? Or are they a little bit of neither?
Well, I would say they're mixed. They're a little bit in neither because they're hot and cold at the time. They're not shooting as well as they need to, but they're finding other ways to win, which they didn't do last week at Florida. Cade Phillips is hot. Cade Phillips came off the bench in 15 minutes, dropped 10 points last night. I think Cade Phillips is the one post player on this team who can manufacture buckets under the basket. I like Igor Milicic, but Dave, he can't position himself and use leverage to score under the basket. And Felix Opera is honestly just, he can't score. So I think Cade Phillips is actually their best offensive threat under the basket specifically, even if Igor Milicic is their best offensive threat among the bigs, if that makes sense.
Interesting.